Hello, good morning, you guys, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. So make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those fantabulous things. Okay. You guys, I wanted to talk about, y'all know Finesse two times has really been exposing. Okay. He's been on I wouldn't say a rant. I think he been on a campaign to expose all those persons that he feel has taken and stolen from him. Um he's exposing the industry for what they do to young black men. And I think what's so sad is hey, you have the black people have learned the practices of stealing from young black artists instead of them, I would say, going the route, because they know the route that Young Dolph took. They could have easily gone that route, but they didn't want to. It's so much easier. They don't want to buck against a system, the secret system, where there's a group of people that looks nothing like them. Okay, when that is the system they should buck against, they should have joined the movement with Young Dolph. It's just so much easier to connect to that system where young black men and women are being taken advantage of and help to continue on the practices of the slave master, and just take advantage of the people in their community, which is messed up, right? And so, as I was saying before, Finesse two times get the opportunity now to see, because it is the same group of people that was mad at Young Dolph for exposing them, and it's the same group of people that got together and paid for that hit to have Young Dolph taken out. Okay, now Finesse two times is exposing it, and he's talking about why he's exposing it. Shout out to Trap TV. Is it Trap TV? We're gonna see in a minute. I look at Trap Tube TV.
Anyway,
Shout out to
your
this young
boy
right here. He always
Finesse,
gives really
man. Once
good
again, just
um information. Make sure you all go and subscribe to his channel. I know they say that we can do reviews, or I think what it's called. But I'm sitting up here getting ready for work. Okay, I can't turn my camera on right now. Okay, so let's look at it. Shout out to TrapTube TV.
Get these because I feel like
Hold on one second. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Okay. Stay in my corner. Y'all hit the like button. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Um, what's the day? The 9th? Okay, so hold on. I'm trying to look at something. If you all will let me look at something. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it from here. Okay.
it ain't no way to get out my record label. I feel like this the only way I'm gonna be able to take care of my family. Not this, but taking my own route will be the only way to take care of my family. I'm signed to Atlantic. I'm signed to Mob Time. I learned, y'all, yesterday that it was not Mob Time that had me feeling the way I was feeling. it was my manager, y'all. So I chose the manager, B Mims, not only because he's the cousin of Yo Gotti, which is my favorite rapper.
Okay, now let me say this. I've been telling y'all about B Mims. Okay. If you all have been in my members, I've been talking about B Mims for a long time, not necessarily, publicly. Well, not necessarily all the time on the channel, but I've been dropping for over a year now gems as it relates to B Mims. Okay, and what his part that I heard that he played in this debacle with Young Dolph. Okay, but let's continue on. And I kept telling y'all, I don't think it's really. Anyways, let's keep going.
My manager is the cousin of Yo Gotti. So I talked to the label last night, man, and I finally feel like I got the patience to talk about it right now. No, it's not that I don't like Dolph. No, I don't know Dolph to not like him. What the I look like not liking him? I don't know. Maybe when I was young, I would have did some shit like this, but not today. I wouldn't do that today. I wouldn't like a I would not like a person that I don't know because I'm old enough now. Back then when I was 24, 25, please don't blame me for that because I ain't know no better. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm 33 years old. I'll be 34 June 10th. Shout out to all the Geminis. I'll be 34 June 10th, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of things that I didn't know, y'all. It's a lot about the rap game that I didn't know. Now, I never knew Dolph, bro. I never knew Dolph all my life, bro. I never seen him with my own two eyes, bro. Listen. Moneybag Yo and Lil Larry, they told me what Dolph said. That's what made me beef with him, bro. I never knew him. I didn't even not know if what they said was true or not. I was 24 years old. I didn't know no better. These were tricking me, y'all. These getting off on me. Y'all ain't understanding what's going on. I'm trying to put y'all down, bro. They knew that I had a heart. And everybody else was dealing off of money. Everybody else. All them y'all.
I think that Finesse is trying to plead his case. Hey, like he said, he had just gotten out of jail. He was dealing off of loyalty as it relates to these sharks in the industry. Okay, they knew he was going to be hot, and everybody decided that they want to get a piece of him. It's modern. It's like it's no different than if they and I'm getting ready to explain it like this. They, take somebody, okay, and grape them, and everybody in the room decide, since we got the advantage, we all gonna enjoy this and get a piece of this, and just grape the person, okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the R word. That's what they do in this industry. They grape them financially, okay? And everybody without a conscience. And they're able to put it up under the guise of that's just business. No, that's just, it ain't right. They know these young black men that come out of jail and come out of the hoods. They don't know anything about business. They don't know even what kind of lawyer to go get. So we got to stop giving people that are taking it in our community, that's really taking advantage, because there's ways for them to get money. They can get rich without taking advantage of the talent. They can get rich. Why is it that people feel like it's okay for the talent to make nothing? And the people in the background that ain't got no talent other than trickery get it all. It ain't right.
Deal off money, man. I'm telling y'all. They deal off money. I appreciate the sub. They deal off money, bro. Profit _ P. I appreciate the sub, bro. They deal with money, bro. And I ain't know. And they might try to do away with me for this shit. But that's why I stepped away from the music lane.
Now, he's basically putting out there, what was Young Dolph doing? Young Dolph was able to expose what was really going on. They didn't want Young Dolph talking about even, you know, people that Young Dolph was not into. All of these people have sharky practices. They didn't want him opening the eyes of the artist and those that had been signed, like Doc Gotti and Moneybagg Yo and them. They want to be able to flex and lie. So, you know, it's the illusion. It's not what it is. They know you have to give the illusion of something being grand. Young Dolph was exposing that it wasn't what it was. Okay, that all of these people were tied up in these sharky situations and they weren't really getting no money, but they was signing new talent and tying them up in these sharky deals. That's how they was actually getting money, because the slave masters had already financially raped them. Okay. And so he started exposing that. And that's the reason why they got him up out of here. And I think it was other record heads, you know, that do the exact same thing. They didn't care nothing about Young Dolph exposing and opening the eyes of, he had the platform was getting bigger to open the eyes of these young dudes so that they could see what was really going on. Because remember, I told you all in the beginning that I said, when Young Dolph was unalive, I said, watch a seat on Yo Gotti start going around talking about you don't need to be independent, because his masters put him on that mission. He changed it. How quick do people forget? He did. You really need the record label behind you and this and that. He was not preaching independence at first, and then he switched up, and now he talking about independent this, independent that. We know he ain't independent, just like we know he ain't no 100 millionaire. Well, I digress. Okay.
Cause I don't want to be around them no more, y'all. I don't want to with them no more. I don't even give a if my music ever come out on Apple. I don't give a if it ever come out on iTunes. I don't give a. I play it right here for y'all, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I've been bamboozled, bro. I've been hoodwinked, y'all. The folk got me, man. They got me, man. All them man. All them got us, man. And I ain't know. I was fresh out the feds, man. I'm doing 5 years. I don't know the music game.
It seemed like to me Finesse may have gone at this point. He may have gotten him a entertainment lawyer. He might have been winning paid for, because he did say that he gets his publishing, which is smart. Okay. And Junior, which he says that he was told trying to trick him out of that. I mean, they worse than the slave, these house Negroes, worse than the slave master. Okay. They worse. They want to leave you with nothing. And then you dare talk about it. They want to put a hit on you and kill you so that they can continue their practices of raping their very own community.
All I know is loyalty. All I know is respect. All I know is then if I crash out, who gonna take care of Clever, bro? I'll be a soft bro. I'll be a bro to crash out, bro. I'll be a to go get stolen cars, track phones, and really go slide on you, bro. She don't deserve that shit. She don't deserve that shit, bro. My son don't deserve that shit, bro. These folks got me in a situation, bro. They really got me boxed in, bro. They got me in a situation, bro, where since Mob Ties is signed with Atlantic, I have to be in this deal, bro.
It's a darn shame. Mob Ties is signed with Atlantic. That's the real slave master right there. Okay. They got Mob Ties going out because you have to put a black face into place to be able to trick the talent. Okay, you send the black faces out there, and they'll go get them a talented Negro. Okay, a real talent. They get us a real talented one because they able to talk on their level. They feel like they identifying with them. They look just like them. So hey, bro, we're gonna get this money. All they need is the jewelry and the bling. When Johnny Dames has they made Johnny Dames richer than all of them, if you ask me, with that damn click clacky ass jewelry. I wouldn't have no jewelry that click clack like that because it sounds too much like aluminum or something to me. Okay, well, let's keep going.
Since I'm Mob Ties, and I got to deal with everything that come with Mob Ties too, and it ain't even my fault.
Now you could tell he want to go in on Mob Ties more, and y'all know I got to stop the video because, you know, I'm doing a review of it or whatever. But J. Prince Sr. went on the internet and said, you know, you still up under our protection. Okay, so I guess he want to try to let him know, I guess while the feds are listening, that, you know, some people just don't want to give up that illusion of what people think that they are or whatever. I guess he want to give the illusion of still being a mob boss, and because they want that look so bad, I mean, what they do is they bring more attention to themselves. I think one of the reasons that J. Prince Sr. has been able to exist for so long is because he was internet shy. He was not on the internet. He did not get on the internet a whole lot. Now, you know, anyways, let's keep going.
Bro, I came home with a fresh start, bro. I thought I was coming home with a fresh start, bro. I've been bamboozled, bro. I've been bamboozled. Tell me what y'all think.
How could other black men be okay with just financially taking bread out of the mouth and just totally financially graping other black men? This is the talent right here. Okay, the same way that the slave masters looked at the bucks. Okay, they would sell the bucks for, you know, they looked for a strong buck. Now they look for a strong, talented. Finesse is very talented. He's one of the top ones, the best to come, not just out of Memphis, but from near and far, from around the South. Let's just be honest. Okay, and out of the South, because it ain't many that can mess with him, especially lyrically. He just comes right off of the top of his brain with it because he sat in jail, okay, and marinated, and all he had to do was rhyme and write. So he has perfected that muscle on his brain muscle to be able to just rhyme like that, to freestyle, just rhyme. Okay, and so they saw him. Okay, the good house Negroes saw that they could take him to the masters, and they all decided we're going to financially grape him as black people. How could they be okay with that? And now they want to contemplate killing him. Okay.
If I was to sign you and give you a manager, your manager is to your discretion. True. If you know. I didn't know that it was to my discretion. So I talked to Mob Ties yesterday. One of my issues was they gave me a manager they preferred me a manager that was Mob, that was affiliated with Mob Tazzy, and there was automatically a conflict of interest. I wouldn't even prefer nobody. If I would prefer somebody, they would at least not be Mob Tazzy. Why would I give somebody to my artist when it be a conflict of interest? I don't want no problems. If I sign an artist, I want it to be right. I'm not trying to. Y'all ain't understanding, man. I just want to live. I don't want to nobody. I don't want to get over on nobody, bruh. I'm 34 years old, June 10th, bruh. I've been gone all my life. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't give about life. It's to the point where now where I can't get out the contract.
The boy is basically begging to get out the contract, and they probably signed him to a lifelong situation. And I see where he's saying he want to change his name to 250. I bet somebody owned that name, you know. Finesse 2 times. I bet you he no longer owns that name.
You know, Mob Ties is signed with Atlantic. So even if I got out the contract with Mob Ties, I'm still with Atlantic. You see what I'm saying? So
I told you Atlantic was the real slave master. I told you.
It's shit looking crazy, right? And then yesterday, I get on the phone with my manager. The shit that he told me that got me on a rant. The shit that he told me that got me on. So, all right, look. It's the dirty truth. B Mims, my manager.
Now, B Mims is Brandon Mims, Yo Gotti's first cousin, okay? Who I've been telling you all about for over a year now in the members.
He brought me some shit. No, it ain't no 360 deal. It's just a lot of shit that ain't being explained to me, and there's a lot of shit that's been done behind my back, and my manager ain't on my side. He on their side, bro.
They were all in cahoots together, Finesse 2 times, from B Mims to Moneybag Yo. And I think Finesse felt like if he all of these people would get him closer to his goal, and that was to maybe sign with CMG, but they're all two of the same. Yo Gotti was in agreement with, you know, throw him to the Sharks. You know, he already, you know, done Yo Gotti is already sharking so many other Memphis artists. So he went ahead and let B Mims and Mob Ties and Moneybag, and he probably getting something off of that too. Okay. Because probably anybody that signed to Moneybag, it's like a probably like a pyramid type situation. He probably gets a small percentage of anybody that is up under him that gets a record label, and they sign artists and they get money. I think it trickles like that. They so sharky in these contracts.
How the he get on their side? I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie, chat. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I don't care no more. I don't want to be involved. Like, I don't want to be involved, bro. Like, y'all got that, bro. Like, y'all win, bro. Like, okay. Like, I understand I ain't gonna be able to get out my deal.
So it's looking like they got him signed, y'all, to a lifelong deal. You have to be very careful about that. And I believe the lifelong deals are like, it used to be 30 years. It's probably just lifelong now till you die.
Everybody everybody in on this shit together. I'm the dummy that went to jail, that don't know no better, that don't know no lawyer, that don't know nobody, that don't know how to get out of this shit and don't know. So I had a couple good people come along and say, hey man, I'm gonna teach you how to get you some money, man, the right way, man, and at the same time teach you to stay out of jail, show you you're gonna be able to stay out of jail, stay alive at the same time. So rap is my passion. Being goofy, like having a sense of humor, it comes second nature. Like it's just me. Like that's why it's really hard for women to resist me, because when I get in there, I'm so funny. Like I'm naturally like I really know how to talk to women. Like a lot of women that don't like me, they just never met me. I don't be outside like a lot of these, like y'all think I do. I go do my shows, I go do my promos, and I come home because this is what I'm used to. I'm used to a cell. I'm used to being in a cell. I'm used to being confined. I'm used to being in solitary. I'm used to being in 23-1. I'm used to being locked down 24 hours. I don't really care to be around people. I'm sorry. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like this right here is okay for me because I can connect with y'all and still feel it in my heart and in my soul. Y'all get it? Like, please, like, I can still feel that y'all understand me through this chat, through this, in my heart and in my soul, because y'all still gonna get the music and I'm gonna put it out the best way I can. But my manager put me in a position to where now I'm at odds with the label. I don't know how the label feel for real because I done went hard because of what this nigga done said.
So he's saying basically B Mims gave him some information and didn't stand on it, whether it was misinformation or not. Okay. He said he told him some things and then did not stand on it. And that's what most people gonna do because folks are. What Finesse has to understand is he's a shark too. They play two ends against the middle, but they still all be in the same mix. That's what they do. And they're not gonna be mad at B Mims, okay? Because they understand what it is that they got with him, got B Mims, you know, that they were all trying to trick him. Okay. Let's keep going.
Now with the manager either. You a all that old call me shit. If we got a problem, I'ma spring on your when I see you. That's some that you did. You had me believing for 2.5 years that these folks that said this shit and then bamboozled me. I got on the phone with these folks. I brought you on the phone with these folks, nigga. I put you. I told y'all 2026 this shit gonna be on the floor, didn't it? I ain't playing no game with no nigga. If you plan on getting in business with me, or you plan on dealing with me in any shape, form, or fashion, please don't think about bringing me no move. Because it might cost you. It might cost you either one, your reputation, or two, your motherfucking life. Because you're going to come at me with that bullshit after I expose you all 2026. All 2026 is on the floor for you, man. I ain't high, I'm letting the world know. All in old back door. Oh, if you got a problem with me, Just call me and text me. No. The world finna know you's up. You are. And you don't do good things like that. And you shouldn't do business with no other mother. That's how I feel. Yeah, my manager. B Mills, Brandon Mills. Give me 1 second. I ain't fine. I can't get through. I can't hear myself think. Respectfully, man. You know, Brandon Mills, bro. My manager. So brought me a move. Nigga told me X, Y, and Z, and that they said this, that, and the third. The junior and the label said this, that, and the third. Turns out y'all mob ties ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm a motherfucking man. I'm a mother.
Now he's exposing that B Mims have told him all this stuff about mob ties. The reason he's been going on a rant about mob ties, but I mean, they just play two ends against the middle. They're not going to be mad at B Mills because they're all in this together.
Fucking man. I'm a motherfucking man. Mob ties ain't got nothing to do with this.
Yes, they do.
It's between two niggas. It's the that work with mob ties named Gun and my manager B Mills. My manager B Mills 2.5 years told me 2.5 years ago that Junior tried to get over on me. I ain't finna break all that down. And he said that it came from this mob ties named Guns, who's A&R for mob ties. Don't y'all know when I called these folks last night and put these ass on blast and told them, hey, you finna have to stand on this shit you told me, bro. You told me X, Y, and Z. And guess what? You gotta stand on it. Because this the reason why I'm acting the way I'm acting. Because I supposed to got out of damn near over $250,000 in a single play. And you telling me that I supposed to hold it. I held it in for 3.5 years, bro. I held it in for 3 years. Rainwater come in. Rainwater get the love and loyalty shit going. And then automatically here you come. Now you starting to handle business and do shit all of a sudden. And all this old bullshit. Yeah, I'm putting it on the internet. Yeah, I'm putting it on social media. Because this for the world to know. They need to know all the games that's going on in the industry. So if I die, y'all know they killed me for exposing the game, right? I don't give a f***. I'm going to go out like that. This shit ain't straight, bro. This shit ain't straight, bro. I understand why niggas go independent now. Now, whatever Rainwater got going on the other side, I ain't gonna lie, chat. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't judge me for that. All I know is that my Rainwater put me in a position to be able to feed my family. Don't judge me for that. Don't judge. But like I said, it's not mob ties, bro. Well, you know what? I don't know who it is. All I know is it's some bullshit in the game, bro. It's some bullshit.
They all in it together, Finesse. Trust me. And he gonna be able to see because them and Brandon Mims, they still gonna be rocking together.
Bullshit in the game. I got my manager on the phone And the shit that he told me, he couldn't tell mob ties that. That shit hurt me. He told them folks, no, it wasn't exactly like that. Like he ain't told me to keep it up under my hat. Don't say nothing about it. Now I'm just supposed to keep it up under my hat and don't say nothing about it. I'm supposed to say nothing about supposed to being able to pull me out my publishing.
Okay, so he felt like, okay, so that's how people are able to play, folks. I'm trying to help you out, but you can't say nothing though. And that's how they're able to get over. Play two ends against the middle, but mob ties already know the practices. This is how they get over on young artists. I'm trying to help you. They doing this to you so that they could, but they're all in agreement with it.
Word was, I supposed to got out my publishing. Guns knew about it. And he came and told me about it. I ain't supposed to know about it. But I found out about it through my manager. And I held it in for 3 years. And when it was time, now it's time for my manager to ride with me, he ain't nowhere. He ain't nowhere. He told me, I said, nah, that ain't exactly how it was said. Now I'm on the phone looking like the motherfucking fool. Now I got to apologize to Junior, J. Prince Jr., for disrespecting mob ties. And as a man, I got to apologize because the motherfucker sat on the motherfucking phone with me and told me, and everybody on the motherfucking phone, that no, it wasn't said like that. But he told me it was said like that. You bald head, peanut, you almond head. You's a.
He talking about B Mims. He's going in on B Mims. He made him look stupid. It ain't nothing worse than somebody telling you that this person said this, and that about you. And then when you confront them about it, the person make you look bad. No, I didn't say that. I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Hold on, y'all.
You. I break your mom off. Y'all don't understand the anger because I thought getting out of jail, I thought being a real man, being honest and being truthful and keeping shit real, I thought that people would do the same thing for you. But I should have known. Because one day, this nigga had the nerve to say out his motherfucking mouth, I don't need this shit. It's warning before destruction. And I overlooked him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I believe in change. Because I changed. So I'm like, maybe I'm judging wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. But now here it is. It finally become his time to shine and say, hey, you said what you said. You said you were trying to, finesse out his publisher. I'm standing on it. He's supposed to roll with me, bro. He's supposed to roll with me. We at these clubs every night. If them shots get to popping off, guess who gotta be out there with you? Me and my. been went in your pocket. But now I've been spying you. You don't deserve to get spurred no more. You don't deserve it. You is out here taking kindness for weakness these days, bro. Is out here all you teamed up against me. All you, because I know what's going on now. So my manager told me something that internally came from the mob ties family. That I supposed to got a publishing deal, right? It was like for 200. I mean, it was like for 300, 400 some thousand, but it was like 270, 280,000 after I was done with the deal, right, and paid who I need to pay. Well, it was brought back to me that Junior tried to pay $5,000 to get control of my publishing. My manager brought me this. He tried to control my publishing. If Junior, it was in my contract that if Junior would have gave me $5,000, J Prince Jr. would have gave me $5,000, then he would have basically been able to quarterback my publishing play. I own my publishing. He don't.
And see, this is why I can't understand why Finesse would want to deal with Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti and his first cousin are two of the same. They have the same practices. This is the type of stuff that they do. Young Dolph had been exposing that. Okay. You see what they got mad at Yo Gotti for saying that Young Dolph for saying that Yo Gotti was trying to talk about his artist to him. Okay. This is the same thing that Yo Gotti was doing to Young Dolph to try to finesse him into signing with him. B Mims set up and tried to turn Finesse against mob ties. Or they all playing a game. But they're the same. They're cut from the same cloth.
I own my own publishing. So with that being said, my manager brought to me what Junior said. Why? I don't know. I don't believe in disloyalty. I don't believe in dishonesty. I don't believe in dishonor. And I stopped talking to the label, y'all. Want me to tell y'all why? I told y'all everything going on the float in 2026. I feel like everybody together, bro. I feel like everybody teamed up against one another, bro. Because they still asked that nigga to be my manager after I found out that he lied to me. He lied to me, y'all. He lied to me. He lied to me, y'all. My manager lied to me, y'all. When it was time to get on the phone with the people, the important people, he nutted up on me, y'all. And everything I've been ranting, I ain't gonna say everything, but the majority of the shit I was ranting about that my manager was bringing to me, I was only bringing it to the internet because my manager was bringing it to me.
So, man, yeah, so.
Okay, shout out to Trap Tube TV, okay? He always get the good videos on Finesse 2 times. Make sure you all go and subscribe to his channel. Okay, so y'all, it hurts me because this is the same cry of a lot of these black men that live to talk about it now. If something happens to Finesse, we're gonna know that it came from that camp. They are working together. But now this is the time where as we have to stand up, regardless of what Finesse, what he's done that you may like or may not like that he's done. Okay. This would be the time to say, well, listen, hey, we got to watch these record labels. And listen, regardless of what he's done or that you don't like, he still deserves to eat. He is the talent. Just like when you all go to work every day, we go to work every day for a check. Whatever kind of work we do it for the pay. What they want to do is basically get all the money, take advantage of these artists like they've been doing, which is why they got Young Dolph out the way, because he was doing it another way and being loud about it and showing these artists that it could be done another way. And it's the same group of people. This is one of the reasons that they felt that I feel like they said that Young Dolph had to go. They want to continue to take advantage of these artists. Okay. Moneybagg thought it would be easy because he knew Finesse. They probably felt like, he ain't gonna look into this, he ain't gonna look into that. They felt that he would be docile and ignorant as it relates to the business part. And he was. But it seems like to me somebody is starting to put him up on some game, and I don't blame him for bringing. That's what you have to do. You have to call the bluff, because that's what they've done. They've bluffed him. I told y'all that from the beginning. He called a bluff to the table of B Mims. Now they all more than likely they're in cahoots, but he called a bluff to the table. And one thing that we know about people that are slick willies, sneaky Stevens, they get mad when you call them out. This is why they unalive Young Dolph. Finesse sees that now. And y'all, ain't nothing changed. It's the same group of people. The same group of people. Okay? They wanted anybody out of the way that could show these young dudes, these artists, that is totally ignorant to business. Okay, that you ain't got to go this way and sign all these deals. And Young Dolph was talking about that and repping and showing the reaping the benefits and showing it through his artists. And they made sure they got him out the way because he was getting ready to do it with all of his artists. He got the opportunity to do with Key Glide, but they still eating all of them. Okay. Y'all, I've always told y'all, and B Mims' name came up a whole lot in this Young Dolph situation, especially as it relates to people being on the run. Okay, it's something funny because I heard your guy Hernandez Govan say when he see B Mims, he gonna go ahead, he can't wait till he see him. He cussed him out. He said it's gonna be on when you see him. We see Finesse saying the same thing. Okay. I wonder if they question B Mims and B Mims threw Quet up under the bus too for something. He didn't give him some money for something. That's interesting to know why he's mad at him. Okay. So, anyways, y'all, we're gonna pray for Finesse. And I did see Jay Prince Jr. post something yesterday. He said, because I was looking to see if he had posted anything as it relates to this. He said some people need no proof to believe a lie, but need all the proof in the world to believe the truth. I wonder if that had anything to do with this situation with Finesse 2 times. Okay. And Finesse don't need to be fooled. They all in this together, because remember now they got the same practices. Because remember, Honeycomb Brazy is just playing the game right now, but his cry, he had the same cry. Honeycomb Brazy, from my understanding, he gets no money. Like all of his social media stuff, Mob Ties get that money. Okay, and they think that it's okay just because they don't know. See, I'm gonna tell you what a guy who had worked with Lil Wayne and them said. I used to look at this podcast with Mr. Marcello on it. I forget what it was called, but I liked the podcast, and it was Mr. Marcello and OG on there. Oh God, I cannot think of it right now, but it was a cool podcast. I liked it. And he had Fee and another guy on there. I wish I could pull it up. Okay, let's see. I forget the name of Mr. Marcello podcast. They don't do it anymore. I wish they would still do it. Because that was funny to me. God, what was the name of that podcast? It was called Chopping Game. Okay. And they haven't done their podcast in 2 years. Chopping Game. And they had Fee on there. These dudes, yeah. Damn, I wish they still did it. Boom Media Network. They don't do their podcast no more. But anyways, to make a long story short, they was talking about they had Fee on there. These were the guys that had worked with Lil Wayne. I believe he helped to they were managing him at some point. And they was talking about deals. And they was like, how a lot of young dudes get ganked out of getting these bad deals and stuff. And so they was asking, they was like, it's so many talented dudes that can rap, but they ain't getting no deals. And one of the guys was like, well, some of these dudes getting smarter. And he says, and so what they're doing is they're signing a lot of these dudes that can't rap, that they can just put a contract in front of. They don't question the contract and they just sign it. And he says, so what do you do? So what happens when dudes start questioning the contract? So when you sign them, and that he said, they ain't gonna get signed. They ain't getting no contract. They start questioning this, and that. They ain't get ready. We ain't get ready to give them no contract. We gonna sign the person and make them a star that we could put the contract in front of, and they sign it. We ain't get ready to sign. You ain't get ready to get no deal. Okay, if you got questions about the contract, you want to get your own lawyer. You want to buck against what's in the contract. You ain't get ready to get. The record labels are not going to sign you. That's why you see all this buddy. They call them like buddy rappers that can't rap. Okay. And so that's what's going on. And Young Dolph was starting a movement. And I see, I heard Finesse say he was explaining how Moneybag them had turned him against Young Dolph. He's like, I didn't know him. I ain't had no reason not to like him. He said, long live Dolph, though. And that takes a real man to say that, because oftentimes when people don't like somebody, it sure got a lot to do with people that you do trust. Okay? Because you wouldn't believe that they be just trying to pull you into something. Okay, I'm sticking with, they said that about me. I trust these people. I would trust that they wouldn't come and tell me no lie, just like he trusts B Mims. And B Mims left him out there to look bad, and they all turned against him, and that dude is hurt. Okay, y'all, B Mims, y'all already done had something to do with what happened to Young Dolph. I know y'all don't think y'all gonna be able to get away with having anything to do with Finesse, because you still ain't. I've been talking about you, and I rebuke you in the name of Jesus if you try to bring that murdering demon spirit over this way. Okay, because you're probably still being watched, because I heard about you as it relates to Cornelius and this shit that went on with Young Dolph. Okay, been heard about you. So what Finesse needs to do is he probably need to try to get him a real good, go get Michael Jackson lawyer if he ain't dead. Okay, that's what P and Dolph did. And see if he could come up with, you're going to have to save up some of that OnlyFans money. Okay, back then they said he charged $25,000 for 15 minutes. That was a long time ago. He probably charging 100 G's. With Finesse, you can make it. You got the talent to make it. And go get you one of them good entertainment lawyers. Don't go get you a damn criminal lawyer. They don't know nothing about no business law. Get you an entertainment attorney that is reputable seek out Michael Jackson's Entertainment Attorney, talk to Master P. Okay? And see what you can do to get up out that contract. Start saving your money and see if you can buy yourself up out of it. The best thing that could have happened is you got your publishings. Okay? I'm sure they own the name. Get into buying real estate. Trump just signed a deal, though, where single family houses, he's getting ready to restore the American dream as it relates to that. He needs to do something. He done messed up so bad. Okay? These sharky investment companies can't outbid single family homes no more, but he didn't say nothing about apartment buildings. Okay, so buy you a small complex in Memphis. You started following me on Instagram. I'll tell you how to go through the land bank and get it. You got enough money to do it. Start buying up these small apartment buildings in South Memphis. Okay, fixing them up. Invest your money in that. And it is not a whole lot of money until you can get you a lawyer to get you out of the mouth of the belly of the whale and the shark. Okay, because right now you in the belly. You walking through the very valley of the shadow of death. Because these folks is evil. But the best thing you could have did was put it in the atmosphere. Okay. I think that's why Orange Mound quit been telling on them a little bit. Okay? Because that's what these folks do. Right? But anyway, shout out to Finesse 2 times. You know, how could you try to take bread out of a man's mouth? That man's got a family and he is the talent. If you dare say something, that's just like taking somebody's check. If you dare say something, we're going to take you out. And we got to stop siding with these folks. It ain't right, regardless of how you feel about Finesse. What they doing ain't right. And they've been doing it. And it's got to stop. Okay. Anyways, I got to get myself ready to go to work. But I could talk a little while longer because I got an hour. But I need to, y'all know I like to take showers and baths and stuff every day. Twice. I like to smell good. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App.